Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I gotta head out and go to grind one cedar stump. We took down this tree yesterday, me and Steve did. So today I gotta head back over there and grind the stump. I don't have to haul the mulch away or nothing, I just gotta grind it. I'm fixing to hook up the truck to the stump grinder and head out. I'll talk to you in a minute while I'm driving down the road. All right guys, welcome back to the channel. If I find my keys, we'll be going down the road. It's one of them days, it's cold, and what can you do? All right, I just got some diesel leaving the store. We got to go up here and grind a cedar stump that fell over during the ice storm, and grind it real quick. Me and Steve took care of it yesterday, and got to put your seatbelt on. You know, you don't want to get you a ticket. Plus, if you get in a car wreck, it save your life most of the time. But yeah, it's 37 degrees today. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I gotta head over and do this stump. So I've been doing little errands all day here and there, and look at there. Oh, here comes a state trooper. If you could only see that, I'd show you. He's off, yep, and there you go, buddy. He's out giving safety awards. That's what that state trooper's doing. Yeah, it's winter time. That's the only thing that's bad about winter time, man. Everything slows down. It's hard to get in people's yards, hard to do anything. So if you're a young guy starting out and you want to be in the stump grinding business, here's a fun fact. You better, you know, when it's summertime and you can get out there and work long hours, work all you can and put up a little bit. Be like a squirrel and bury your nuts, or save your nuts, or whatever you want to call it, and put up for the winter. Just save up for the winter is what I'm trying to get at. I ain't trying to be cute, but if you do that, you can, you know, make it through the winter time pretty easy. It's yeah, I've been doing it since 2005, and the first 3 years was tough. I mean, it was tough, but then after a while it gets easier as you go along. If you put a little bit of money, save a little bit of money, and put a little bit of money into your you know, your retirement, and then put a little bit back for winter time for 2 to 3 months, you can coast through the winter months, and you can do all right. But there's the trouble. These people, you know, when you're in business, usually I usually buy stuff at deals. Get pretty good deals on equipment and you know, all sorts of tools and all that during the wintertime, because people, they sign up for these payments on all this equipment, and they think it's going to be, you know, 12 months out of the year, you're just going to be like, yeah, man, we're going to work all the time, man. It's just great. Everything's hunky-dory, and But then again, then when winter hits, it's raining for like 3 weeks in a row. Well, you can't work, but you still got them payments rolling in. And you got your guys and, you know, all that good stuff. So you gotta, you know, you gotta take care of everybody. So, and it's tough. So you gotta manage it pretty well. I mean, you gotta, you know, think about, and the way I look at things, the way I look at an investment, or look at how I look at an investment part of things, is I always look at the worst case scenario. If I can handle the worst case scenario, then you got it whooped. So the last job I had when I worked at this utility company, they was going to, you know, they was doing, I didn't get along with the manager and all this, that, and everything wasn't going to work out. And one day they always would say, where else you going to go where else you going to go and make this kind of money? And I got studying. I already was making more money on the side than I ever did there. And I was, I'd go out and do side work when I got off of my full-time job, and then I had guys, eventually I worked up to having guys work for me full-time during the day. I would always put it in retirement and let it compound, let it build up and all that. And, you know, you max out your Roth IRAs, your 457B plan. You know, you got all these different retirement accounts that you can put your money, put money into. So that's what I did. I maxed it all out. And so one day they was like, me and him we had words. They found out I was doing this on the side and I was making more money. The truth was I was making more money than they was. That was the truth. That was no, you know, they was engineers and all that, and I was making way more money than they was, and I was saving. I was saving in like 6 months. I'd saved no, in 9 months I'd saved $47,000 in 9 months. I put it in retirement, and you know, I paid the house off when I was 27 years old. Blah blah, you know, all this good stuff. So they knew that I wasn't dependent on their job. They hated that. They couldn't handle that I could walk off and not have to worry about a, you know, job. Because when you ain't got no payments, all you got to do is come up with necessities. It's pretty easy to live. I mean, especially if you're out here doing firewood, tree service, stump grinding. I mean, you got all these hustles that you can do to make money. I mean, it's out there. I mean, you can mow grass, whatever it is. But if you ain't got no payments, you got life's easy. Life's so tremendously easy. So, and then it works for you. After you save several years, it compounds. You know what I mean? You start drawing, you know, you start drawing dividends. And eventually you start off, you know, you're only drawing like $200 or $300 a year in dividends. Then by the time you start really pounding it, you know, after 15 years, 17 years, you're drawing $24,000, $30,000 a year. So it makes a huge, you know, it makes a huge difference. That's why I stress to the young guys, hey man, get out there and hustle. Save what you can while you're young and let it compound into something good. I mean, you know, where you ain't got to depend on your job, or if you don't like your job, it opens up opportunities where you can move around. Well, that's what happened with me. You know, I knew that they didn't like it. I knew that they actually told me, they said, well, if you don't give it up, we're going to get rid of you. Well, I wasn't going to give it up. I mean, I can tell you right now, I wasn't going to give it up. And it was the best, looking back, financially, that was the best decision that could have ever happened. I mean, you know, and it was great money, don't get me wrong, but I managed it 10 times better, and I'm a lot happier.
Go stay out here. Get that pin out over there a bit. Here, come on and get this one now. We're not gonna let him off. Get that pin. Here.
Hey YouTube, this is how you do it. You get your customers to do everything for you.
I'll hold it.
All right, now I just need him to grind it for me.
Pull it on out there.
Come on, man.
I could have got it if I thought you was going to take that down long.
It's still here if you get it out.
Here, let me have it pin.
Yeah, start taking that one.
Take them back.
Oh, it's going to hurt there.
Your pin.
I finished up that job and I'm headed home. The sun's going down. The neighbor came over and asked me to give him an estimate to do a oak stump. He tried to burn it out, but he didn't have good luck with it. So anyway, I grinded that stump. His little bitty one. It wasn't too bad. I told him $100. It took me probably like 10-15 minutes, and I knocked it out. So for, you know, I was already there, and my stump grinder's there, and all that good stuff. You know, to make, I say that's extra gas money is what I say. You know, put a little fuel in the stump grinder in the truck for next time. But all in all, it was a good afternoon. I started about 3:30. Started working. I got done. The sun's going down. It's probably 4:45, something like that. So that other stump didn't It didn't really take that long. I just sat there and talked to the guys a lot, you know, chit-chatted. Two older guys. But I've worked for them a lot. That ain't the first time I've worked for them. I took down several trees for them a couple years ago. They called me back after this little storm ice storm come in and knocked all these little cedar trees down, and it's been a mess here lately. But hey, it's all good. It's winter time. Normally we ain't doing nothing anyway, so might as well you know, do a little work, pick it up, a little extra cash in the pocket, float you through the winter. And then we ain't got about till March. Usually it picks up. People's the 1st of March, middle of March, the weather will change. People start getting their income tax coming in the mail, and or they get their refunds and all that good stuff, and they want to spend that money. I don't know how it'll be this year because Biden gave everybody a little bit of a tax credit on their kids, so I don't know if people's gonna get a lot of refunds. Oh, here we go. We got a call coming in. Hello.
Chris?
Yes,
this is Linda. This is Linda Hall. Do you need to call me back?
I'm actually driving,
Oh, okay.
but I got you on the speaker. What can I help you with?
Well, you came and cut down a big pecan tree and a maple tree in our backyard.
Uh-huh.
And we have this little dogwood tree that the storm blew over, and it's uprooted, and I was wondering if you could come at your convenience and cut it up and get it out of their yard for us.
I can do that. What's the address?
Well, Alabama.
Okay. Stanhope. That's downtown, right? Or
Runs off of Oakwood. Like come down Maple Road.
yeah.
And come down Oakwood, and we're right before you get to the park, and it's 2005 Stanhope.
Okay. I can maybe look at it tomorrow.
Well, that would be great.
So let me see what I can do, and I'll try to look at, you know, do it tomorrow for you. So.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, that'll work. Hey, thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. And just like that, folks, you pick up a job and you're off to the next one. See, that was a repeat customer from, I don't know, a couple of years ago, I guess. And there you go. That's how it's done. Every day it's like that. And if you don't have one every day, you pick up a new one because you do a job, they'll call you, and then you go on to the next one. And that's how it works. So, but, you know, you never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates. Didn't Forrest Gump say that? Or something like that? I think it's Forrest Gump. I guess. But, well, anyway, hey, it's been a good day, guys. And I'm fixing to run my kids, fixing to pick up my son, run him to basketball practice. But hey, if you like the videos, hit the like button and the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.